This is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. Another day in the market, and we see another group of stocks that are moving. We can see here the stock I'm going to highlight in this video, FUV, up about 30% today alone. And we can see in terms of market, it is one of the top performing stocks for the day in the US market, as you can see right now, standing at number 3. Now, as I've discussed in many occasions, one of the ways that stocks end up on the top performers for the day is based on how they've been setting up. And we can see even in this short list, recent Muathe.com picks are showing up on this top gainers list. So these are recent picks. And even for today, we see that these are picks based on long-term monthly charts. But if you understand what you're looking for, ultimately it goes into the daily price action, and you can get some explosive moves based on the setup. So keep in mind, this is just today's action. Now, I should mention as a side observation, this stock is down over the last couple of days after gaining a massive amount over the last couple of weeks. It's coming back a little bit today, but yesterday was a big gap to the downside after a successful explosive run. All right, let's go back to the stock that I wanted to discuss in this video. Right there. And let's get some business out of the way. The stock is mentioned for clients, as you can see here, on October 12th and again on August the 11th of this year. Now, something I forget to mention every now and then is I have a ton of videos in the thousands. It's a body of work spanning many years. So I have lots of playlists. Some of them are going to be available on YouTube for free, if not most of them. But the real meat, the big explanations, the detailed explanations are for paid subscribers. But that's besides the point. I want to discuss, there's a concept that I don't talk about a lot, but it's a powerful concept. And let me show you this. It's going to be as part of the free playlist. Just take a look. I'll try and remember to include this in the description of the video. This is the concept, very powerful concept, which is going to explain one of the reasons why the stock that I am highlighting here is moving today. So take a look at the description and look for this concept, which I call Muathe's first RSI mountain. Let's go to the chart. Now, before we go to the chart, just want to mention this concept. I've been talking about this concept for many years, going back even as far back as 2017, but even before that. And what I'm trying to say here is that these concepts are time-tested and they're legit. Frankly, there's no way to disprove them. And it's a powerful concept, and it's a way to take advantage of stocks that are showing new life that they've never experienced before, as you can see here. Now, really, if you look at this, there's a sideways price action, let's call it, on a monthly closing basis. This is the meat of this instrument's life from 2017 to about this year. Most of this has been, let's call it, between the 4.5 price level to about the $1 price mark. So up and down, pretty much not going anywhere until now. Okay. So not only do you avoid this frustrating multi-year sideways action, we're talking years of nothingness, net, until this year, where we see some traction, right? So clearly, it would be great if we could find a method that helps us avoid this sideways frustrating period and be part of the joy on the way to the upside. Now, of course, there's a way to do that, which is the ultimate Muathe breakout. And in fact, if you take a look here, you'll see that there is a couple of entries. There's entry number 1 here, which we did not get, but there's entry number 2, which is the most recent one, which we were able to time. So here and here, corresponding with price breakouts. Remember, this is a monthly chart. And like I said, it might seem because you're using a monthly chart, you're not going to get the best moving instruments even on a daily basis. But actually, the irony is that when they start cooking, they cook with a lot of gas. Good gas, that is. So you can see that the minimum requirements on the RSI are great. They are met. By now, you should know the concept. If not, if you're new to this, there are going to be links in the description. If you take a look at the MACDs during those two breakouts, we can see that the MACDs, let's test breakout number 1 is here. And then the most recent breakout. Let's take a look at the MACDs, and the MACDs are breaking out also in each of these instances. So definitely meets the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. But this is not the reason for this video. The reason for this video is taking advantage of a stock's fast RSI mountain above the threshold of RSI 69.1. In my humble opinion, this is the reason for this recent explosion. So again, there's power in understanding the fast RSI mountain above 69.1. Links are going to be in the description. And another subtle but important aspect of this instrument is the sector. It is in a sector that is doing great. And not only that, it is one of the top 100 stocks in the US as calculated by bar chart. So the stock has momentum even prior to today's move, and especially after today's move. So let's not forget the power of the sector. These things tend to move in groups, and the reason why a group is moving is irrelevant. And as a side note, by the way, within its small sector, it's ranked number 1 within a small group of 3 instruments, showing that it is leadership as far as the market is concerned. Again, the reasons why we don't know. And if you take a look at the larger group, tracks and original parts, we can see it is number 2 in a group of very explosive names. For 2020, you should be familiar with these names because these names have been moving and moving with a lot of thrust. So the group is good. The stock is good. The setup was perfect. The opportunity was there for the taking. Eric Muathe, Muathe.com. Love light, light love. Namaste.